It's been a while. So it has been an unacceptable amount of time since I've last uploaded. For those of you who are not in the know, I have a family member who is in the last stages of his life. It's really distracting, which is part of why I have not been uploading to YouTube lately. There's been a lot of things on my mind. I'm trying to stay active on Twitter with you guys, but even that's starting to get a little bit difficult. But that's no excuse for not uploading videos. You guys have subscribed for a reason, so I'm going to see if I can pump out a little bit more content. And E3 is going to be coming up soon, so I want to talk a little bit about that. But, you know, it's Monday and it's time for a Halo Q&A. So for those of you just joining us, the rules are very simple. All you have to do is leave your questions in the comment section below, and hopefully they'll be answered on next week's show. So we're going to kick this week off with a question from Jake Cole, who says, "Why do you always play as a girl? Just curious." Okay, so the reason that I play as a girl usually in games, there's two reasons. Okay, so for one, the Spartan models in 343's Halo games are significantly smaller and slimmer than the male models, and so I'm hoping that if I play as a female, then maybe I'll get a slight advantage. Like, obviously the hitboxes are exactly the same, but I'm hoping psychologically on the other end, because I'm a smaller target, they'll aim for my male counterparts on the battlefield first. But then also another reason is, like, variety. I'm a dude in real life. Let me play as a girl in a video game. It's usually why I pick female characters. Like, I'm currently playing through Prey right now, and I'm playing as the female Morgan Yu, because it's just like, I'm so tired of looking at my big blocky male hands in real life. Let me have some variety in a video game. If a video game lets me play as an alien, yeah, I'm gonna play as an alien. If a video game lets me play as a woman, yeah, I'm gonna play as a woman. I'm a dude in real life. So it's just for variety, basically, just so things aren't so mundane and the same. So before things get weird and sexual, we are going to move on to the next question, which comes from Cody oh boy. Cody Stigmuller. That's probably not how you pronounce the name. Who says, "Halo Q&A, make Cortana's boobs great again. More cleavage in Halo 6. JK. What's your opinions on the design changes to Cortana, including her untransparent body and her personality?" So, in my opinion, the fact that in Halo 5, Cortana wears a hologram bodysuit over her hologram body, I think, honestly, that's, like, the least of her problems. Like, right now, I think that there are a lot more pressing issues with the character of Cortana than the fact that she's wearing clothes. Now, for me personally, I think a bigger problem is character suicide. The way she's like, Halo 5 basically completely doubles back on Cortana's personality and who she is and makes her act wildly out of character. The fact that she wears a bodysuit now it's just like, guys, it's fine. It's not a big deal. Like, let's focus on the big issues right now. It's weird because when I used to play Halo CE and Halo 2 on the PC, I never registered that Cortana was naked. Like, it was just, she was like a hologram lady. She was a sci-fi hologram computer that assisted you and stuff. Like, I never viewed her as like, oh, it's a naked lady. Like, no, it was a hologram silhouette of a human being because it was supposed to be like an avatar for this computer program. That's how I always saw it. Like, I didn't like how, as the series progressed, they started to kind of focus more on how physical she is. Like in Halo 3, you had the program making its hologram literally crawl around on the ground after being tortured by the Gravemind. It's like, why would like a computer program that has apparently been tortured and kind of put under this stress, why would it put more processing power into having its avatar crawl around on the ground? Why isn't Cortana just like standing up and barely moving because the program is under so much stress? Like, I don't know, it was weird. And then especially in Halo 4, like, I got that they were trying to go with like a maternal thing, like they were trying to make her look very, very mature as a woman, to kind of push the themes of her being almost like a mother to Master Chief, in the way that she kind of hid him from like things that would emotionally stress him out. But even then, I wasn't too comfortable with the redesigns, because it's like, oh, but like, she's a computer. Like, she's a computer program. Like, remember in Halo Combat Evolved, just how like it didn't really matter with, like, she didn't have to literally pull up a digital computer for her to press with her fingers and stuff. She just did it all mentally. Like, you'd see her doing things like pulling guns online, saying how many Covenant ships they were taking down, and like, she wasn't pulling up like her own little fake hologram computer so she could read it. No, she's a computer program. She can pull all of that from her ass. Not physically, but you get what I mean. So I didn't like how, as the series progressed, it started to get weirdly physical with Cortana. It's like, no, she's a computer program. In Halo 5, no, the hologram isn't wearing holographic clothes. It's just now that's what her avatar looks like. It's not like she's wearing a bodysuit. It's just that's what the avatar looks like now, which I'm like, I'm fine with it. Like, as long as we get more towards making her more like a computer system, where it's less about the physical avatar and it's more about, you know, like, she is a complex string of codes and digits that think like a human being, like, then I'll be fine and happy. Now we are going to move on to Fredster Gaming, who says, Halo Q&A. Do you think Noble 6 could still be alive? No. Like, this is oh my god, like, I know we love our theories. I know we love our theories and stuff, like, but look at the camera angle. Maybe he could, it's, no guys, he's dead. He's so dead. He's not an alive boy, he's a dead boy. And the thing is, I see this brought up, like, a lot for some reason. People are like, think about it. What if he could? It's like, no, the fucker's dead. He's so dead. Noble 6 couldn't be any deader even if he tried, because he's so dead. So we are going to move on to a question from Pirate3251, who says, by the way, sorry if I misspell anything. Dear Q&A, why haven't we seen any ancient human technology in Halo? Because from what I heard, they would go toe-to-toe with the Forerunners. P.S. Keep up the good work, love your vids. So if you guys didn't know, basically thousands of years ago, before the firing of the Halo rings, humans existed alongside the Forerunners, and technologically both species were very similar. The humans, they were pretty advanced, they were pretty up there. But eventually they actually kick-started a little bit, like the Flood invasion of the Milky Way galaxy, and the Flood attacked them first, and the humans were like, oh god, so they just ran as far as they could from the Flood that were gaining on them, and they ran right into Forerunner space, and the Forerunners, who couldn't see the Flood chasing the humans, assumed that the humans were, this was an act of war. And so the humans, stressed, spread thin, because they were fighting now the Flood and the Forerunners at the same time. They were quickly subdued and punished by the Forerunners, and the Didact specifically kind of took them and de-evolved them almost into Neanderthal or cavemen, as, you know, as like a punishment. Like, you guys lost the war, now you have to start over again. So there are two reasons why I assume we don't see that kind of stuff. One of the reasons is because in Halo 4, I mean, people generally didn't like Halo 4, and you see that a lot in Halo 5, the lengths that they go to kind of disregard Halo 4, try to reset everything, you know, get rid of everything Halo 4 set up, the Didact, the Librarian, like all this kind of stuff, they just drop And I assume that the reason we don't see that right now in the games is because of that. Like, they're trying to avoid some of the stuff that Halo 4 set up because they're like, oh man, they're not gonna like it if we talk about ancient humans. Instead, like, just don't talk about them. Don't mention them. Remember, Halo 4 didn't happen. But if we wanted to create kind of an in-lore reason for why we don't see this stuff, maybe we can assume that the Forerunners confiscated most of their technology and destroyed it or something. Like, I don't know. Ultimately, I don't know. I do suspect, though, that it's just as to not overwhelm Halo fans with even more lore that they didn't know about, because Halo 4 obviously got a lot of flack for just info dumping a large amount of stuff on Halo fans who just wanted a very simple, very fun sci-fi story like the previous Halo games. And now finally here we are. The 1 millionth Roger says, what happened to Let's Play 15 Years of Halo? A lot of us like to see how you feel about the little things, as well as get to look at the games we don't have access to. So people are starting to ask this a little bit more and more. Oh my god, my chair is so loud. People are starting to ask this a little bit more and more, and part of the reason that I stopped doing Let's Play 15 Years of Halo is because I didn't want this to become like a Let's Play channel, because I know not everybody subscribes for that, and there are so many other channels with, you know, arguably more interesting people to do stuff like that. But people are asking for Let's Play 15 Years of Halo, where I play like one after the other, like all the Halo games right up until the current Halo title, and it's like, it sounds insane. Like, it sounds a lot of fun right now. Like, oh my god, that could be a lot of... No, that would be obnoxious. That would be so annoying. After a while, I would hate Halo because of how much Halo I would have to play for that. But, like, we could do it. It'll be fun. And we don't need to talk specifically about Halo during the videos and stuff. I could bring on guests as we play through some of the Halo levels. And, you know, it could be a fun time, even if I probably end up hating myself by the time we start nearing the end. But, yeah, no, I'd love to start doing Let's Play 15 Years of Halo again. And if you guys want me to continue that series, I definitely will, as long as it's not obnoxious for you guys and you guys don't feel like I'm being lazy with the content. You know, it's up to you guys. I know that this was a rather short Q&A, guys. I answered a couple fun questions this time. Less serious stuff just because, I mean, you know, I needed a little pick-me-up right now. Things are pretty rough over here. It's never fun when you have to, like, say goodbyes to someone, especially someone who pretty much raised you since you were a kid. My grandfather, actually, he came here after World War II, or no, not after World War II, during World War II. The part of Russia that he lived in when he was about 10 years old became occupied by the Nazis as they were beginning to push their way into Russia. All sorts of horror stories from the Nazi occupation of his little town. His father was eventually killed by the Nazis, and the same night that his father was kind of taken away, his mom had to explain to him, like, you're never going to see your dad again, and we need to go. We need to get out of the country now. So they stowed away on a boat. They came to the United States. Naturally, my grandpa did not see his father ever again, but... yeah, my grandpa has a lot of stories from his time in a Nazi-occupied part of Russia. I'm sorry. Oh, man, I'm sorry if I'm, like, stammering and stuff. It's just, I don't know. This guy has a lot of history that he carries with him, and it's not fair. It's just not fair to see him go. But I am going to upload more for you guys, because honestly I think it would do me some good to kind of distract my mind from this awful, horrible, real-life stuff. And just, it's not fair to you guys because you've all subscribed for a specific reason. It's like, oh god, like, I am here to be entertained. I do not care about this personal stuff. And, like, to be fair, like, that's very true. You guys don't need to know me on a personal level or care about interpersonal stuff, and I shouldn't let that get in the way of entertaining some people. So I will begin uploading a little bit more. The next video I'm probably going to upload is going to be some kind of E3 video, talking about E3, talking a little bit about Halo 3 Anniversary, because there are a lot of people still talking about that, but... you know, we will see how things go. So guys, I will see you on the next video.